Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. I'm Manny Carr, and welcome to a Let's Talk right here on The Division. And tonight, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to do something called feedback, and that's where I'm going to go ahead and make this video extra short so that you guys could go ahead and give me your feedback in the comments and tell me what you think about this idea. So at the end of the game, spoiler alert if you haven't finished it yet, but we're going to go ahead and talk about the end of the game and Aaron Keener, and when he gives you your last echo at the very end of the game and he leaves the room and he says, maybe next time when you join me you'll make the choice yourself, or something like that. You know, he says something that basically, I don't remember exactly what it was, I'm sure you guys know better than I do, but he basically alludes to giving you a choice as to what you want to do. You can either go and be the Division government fanboy, or you can go ahead and strike out on your own and become a rogue agent. And I think that's really where this game needs to go. I know that I've said a lot of stuff in the past, but you know, I've heard you guys, and you guys have made a lot of good comments and stuff like that in the past. So this one here, this is going to be the idea to stop all ideas, and that is in this next update, the survival update, or even the last stand update. I think we need to introduce something, and this will fix the dark zone, this will fix the regular zones, and I think that we need to pull out and start making the Division divided. And that means going ahead and making Aaron Keener a bigger part of the story in The Last Stand, and actually giving players a chance to do one of two things. You could play one of two storylines with one character, and you do it with another character. That way you can go ahead and see what both the storylines are, but we need to do factions, and we need to have a choice in this game, and that is to either go with the Division and right all of the wrongs that have been done, or we need to go rogue and find out what Aaron Keener saw that made him want to turn against the Division and the government and go rogue itself, and why he was all into the dark zone. We need some sort of backstory. We need flashbacks. We need all of this stuff. We need the hype. And I know that a lot of people have said, oh, that's coming in Division 2, but right now I'm not 100% sure that Division 2 is actually going to be made. So we need to kind of bring this to a closure, and so I want to put it out to you guys as to where you think this should go. Should it go to a faction area where we go ahead and divide the player base into rogue and non-rogue agents? That way we can go ahead and just solve this BS of the dark zone once and for all. That way we know what's going on. The dark zone is adequately divided and there's space in there. Or should we just keep it the way it is, you know, and just go back to, you know, plain old vanilla Division and just see where that leads us? Because I know that in 1.4 that things are going to change. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be weapon changes. There's going to be balancing changes. There's going to be ability changes. And things are just going to change for the better. At least that's what we hope. We hope things are going to change for the better. But there's also a side that says things could go south. And we don't know how these new changes are going to affect the dark zone and how the testing is going to work and what's going to happen. We can only tell if we start looking at the PTS, which is delayed, but we can only tell if that's going to happen. And I think splitting it up into factions is a fair way to do it, because I think that giving players a choice on which side they want to be on, make it they have to strike out on their own and make up, you know, you don't get to go to the boo anymore or anything like that. You have to go into this separate area or something to that effect, where we need something, and you can go ahead and still do the boo. It's just the people in there changed when you're rogue, and then when you're not rogue, you got your little rogue agent set up in the boo. They've taken it over. You've gone ahead and kicked everybody else out on the street, and now you're doing a storyline where you're fighting against the Division agents as opposed to, you know, going against the rogue faction. And then there's the other side of it where you decide to go with the Division, and you got to make your last stand against the rogues that are there trying to, because we need to know the story. What was the story with Aaron Keener? Why did he go rogue? Why did he want to go ahead and take the virus and destroy the world with it? Where is he going? Does he know a way out of New York? Is there a way to lead out of New York? Is the Division 2 going to take place in Chicago, where you have to follow him to Chicago, or follow him to San Francisco, or follow him to somewhere else? Who knows what's going to happen, because they leave it off at the end, and we want to know, why is Aaron Keener doing this? We only have the echo, so Aaron Keener could still be in New York, or he could be outside of New York. We don't know, and that's what we need to know. And what was his purpose of taking control of the Dark Zone? Why did he want to take control of the Dark Zone? What was it that he saw in the Darkzone that really made him want to go ahead and kind of be the de facto leader of the Darkzone and take that over? And why was he going around killing other agents? I mean, I know that they wanted to turn him in and all that stuff for going rogue, but why? Why did he have to kill them? Like, why couldn't he just let him go and go about his business doing his own little thing? Because obviously he's the most powerful division agent out there, and he had no problems going ahead and recruiting all these guys and getting them. I mean, is it the first wave agents we're just trying to stop him already? I don't understand what it is, but we need more story and we need more pieces. And I know the Underground kind of talked with another rogue agent, the female rogue agent that was in the Underground, where she went down there, but it doesn't really understand explain where Aaron Keener went. So we need to understand where Aaron Keener went, what he was planning to do, what he's still planning to do, and kind of give us a story, and whether or not, give us the choice whether or not we want to go ahead and join them, because there are obviously people out there that want to join the rogue faction and join Aaron Keener on his journey, and there are people that want to fight against that. So why not give us the chance to go ahead and do that? And hey, why don't you let us go ahead and recruit people out there so that we can have like little followers that follow us around and help us fight and stuff? That would be a cool addition to go ahead and make, so that we could go ahead and recruit some agents that are just kind of hanging out there, and they can kind of walk around with us and go, I mean, Fei Lao wants to get out there. Why not let that Cyclops freak out? I mean, let her out of her pen. There's no reason why she shouldn't. She's been limping around for like 6 months. It should be healed by now. She should be able to take the bandages off her face and be healed. Or, let Mr. Paul Rhodes come out with us. He's already been out. We already seen him out. Let him come out with us and fight. Give us an AI companion. That's, hey, that's not too much to ask. That'd be a cool feature to add. So anyways, why don't you put down in the comments what you guys think about this idea of the factions and all of this other stuff, AI companions and stuff like that, because people would like that stuff. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but I just think that, we need to close the loop before the end of the cycle, just in case there's not a Division 2. Even though I think that they might be going ahead and moving toward a Division 2, I'd like to close this circle and make Division 2 a whole new story, because I think that this story here needs some closure. I like the idea of the hunters that are coming up, because I think that, that's going to be a very cool thing. Why are they hunting the Division? Are they Aaron Keener's buddies? Or, what is going on there with them too? That's pretty much my time. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it off at there, and I'm going to leave this up to you guys to go ahead and discuss down in the comments section. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts, and I'll discuss your thoughts in my next video. How's that sound? Sounds good. All right. So that is all I have time for today. That's all I have. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like on this. If you don't already have a subscription to us, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. We're giving it to you for free. This is free content. I go ahead and I make these videos out of my own time. I spend a couple hours every night going through these, and just because I like to go ahead and make these videos for you guys and talk to you guys about it. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel, because we do this every night, and we try to put one up at least every night, and that's what we do. So go ahead and you'll get this as soon as possible. But thank you again for watching. For everybody here at the Division Let's Talk, I am Mountie Curl, and we'll see you again in the next video. Mountie out.